Okay, so going on with Christmas ornaments, I'm going to make some square snowmen. I don't have one of those, I don't know what you called it, a crocodile cutter thingy, so I'm going to mark these in half and cut them with my scroll saw, which I think will be the easiest thing to do, and of course very, very, very carefully since they're such small pieces of wood. But other than that, you will need some kind of material to make a scarf for the snowmen. Any kind of material that you want to use. I have my old Dollar Tree standby scarf, which I don't see out at the moment, and wood glue, hot glue, wood glue. I don't have a lot of luck with these and just hot glue, so I'll be using wood glue on them. And so I'll be back after I cut these down. I know I said I'd be back after I cut them down, but I just want you to know they have to be at such an uneven number. So halfway point on these is 15/16. Yeah. So even if you don't know math, just know that you're on a regular ruler, Fisker's ruler. If you mark it at the line beside the 12, you line it up right there, and then you count out 15 of the smallest pieces on the inch side, not the centimeter side, the smallest ones, and you'll count out 15/16, which is just one line under the inch, one little line under the inch. So yeah, I just wanted to say that 15/16, and I'll forget that next time I have to recount, but that's me. Okay, I made it back, and if you use a scroll saw, you know that the edges have to be sanded because it leaves a rough edge, it leaves the rough edges wherever the blade was, so they all need to be sanded down. And I want you to know it's really tiny to begin with, and these, every time it hit one of these little things, the dark spots, it jumped, it jumped, it jumped. So I had to use a stick to get it in there, which made it hard to keep them straight. But anyways, I'm going to sand these and then I'm going to glue them. And if I didn't say it already, thank you for watching. I hope you hit like and subscribe. Please and thank you. Okay, so you seen me, whatever. I put these on crooked thinking that would look cool, but I didn't like the way it looked, so I tore them apart and did them as you see. And here are some snowmen from last year. Now these, I had these big square blocks I believe I got from Wish. You didn't get a lot of them. I keep thinking my camera's over here, so if you see me doing that, I apologize. My light on this side blew out, and when it did, it sparked. So it freaked me out, and I unplugged it, and I won't be putting a light. That light, I have to get a new one. I'm thinking about putting more overhead. Okay, no, I'm holding a snowman showing you. These are ones I made last year out of 2 different blocks. So the small block I got from the Dollar Tree, and the bigger blocks I got from Wish. So the scarves, I have one which is an actual Dollar Tree scarf that I've used for so many things. This was I believe it was a scarf also. I have no idea where that material went, but it turned out really cute wherever I got it from. I don't know how I made the hats. I'm thinking that I just used pieces of cardboard. This came off of a stocking that had some pretty red material on it that I took off to use. These are from one of those witch's brooms that you get at Halloween time. I just took pieces of that and made little arms, which I think look really cute. And no one's seen these before because I didn't do videos at that time. I just went in and crafted, and I did show them to my husband, which got an eye roll and a why don't you just buy ornaments. He don't get it. He don't get why I craft. But anyway, these were put away and I found them, and I don't have any of the bigger blocks from Wish. I don't order from Wish anymore because when you have a problem with something, you have a time limit. And a lot of times you don't even get the item for 2 months, so your time limit's already out to get a refund. So I have like 4 things that I never even received, but they said the time expired, so they gave me like a $2 credit, and I'm like, no thank you. Anyway, look at this cute ribbon I have. It's like a bandana. So at this point we're going to paint you can see I painted eyes, little dots for a mouth, an orange nose, and get their hats, figure out how to do their hats. I can't figure out what this piece, this is like wood, so I must have used one of the large popsicle sticks, but I can't imagine that it stayed together. Maybe I used the medium-sized one, but you know how you cut it, then they start to fall apart. So I'm not quite sure what I used, but we're going to figure it out. They can have stocking caps also, but anyways, look at this. I'm going to use this as a scarf, and this is some ribbon. I think I got it at Walmart. And then I'm going to use some of this as a scarf also, and probably one of these. Oh, and I have this. This was that's what I used this on one of my snowmen that I made out of recycled materials. So this had a big star on it, and I pulled that off and used the material. So I'm going to do the same thing with this too. I'm going to use that material to make a scarf. So I will go back into fast forward mode and finish it. Okay, so my paint's dry. I did put 2 coats on. It could actually use another coat, but I want them to look homemade. That's why I'm not going to fret about the small stuff here, I guess. You can do them however you want. You can do them with this one made it look like a robot because I got the seam there, so he's got little legs. But anyway, I'm just going to just follow suit with these because these turned out so cute. So I'm not sure about a hat this time. I'm just not sure. So he's going to have coal for eyes, a carrot nose, excuse me, and then the little dotties. Here, I don't want to get it up there where his nose is going to be. Now, orange paint, I'm not sure where my orange paint is. I do have some that I bought at Walmart. It was some kind of a closeout, and they had these packs. I think there's like 10 or 12 paints in them for $1, and I was like, oh my goodness. I bought like 10 packs of them. That was before I really got into crafting, but I have these. They're really nice paints. They're real thick. So now, paintbrush with a fine tip. Let's see here. Might be best off just to use the, oh come on, you gotta be kidding me. Might be best off just to use the end of it here. Well, I'm gonna try it, see what happens. Kind of get it on there and see what happens here. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's not gonna be, it's too thick. Needs watered down. I'm not going to be able to make a point with it. I just don't know what I used before. Here's my washer from down here. It just sounds like the whole house is coming down. It doesn't look terrible, but it's not as good as the other one. I'm not sure quite what I used, so let's get some eyeballs. And then do his nose. It's hard to draw, it's hard to get this part. Super thick. Maybe I can go ahead and put this orange on and then use white to calm it down. Well, shoot. Anyway. Oh, shoot. Anyway, I got nothing. I have a glow-in-the-dark paint, but it's running. Hard time here. That one looks really bad. Trying to put that little hook on the end. It's just not the greatest. Well, anyway, just splattered me. Give him some eyeballs. And a smiley mouth. I'm waiting on the doctor's office to call today with the results of my MRI where they did my brain stem to see if I have a cyst up there. It's called a syrinx, I guess. It's a, instead of where you get the narrowing of your brainstem, your spinal column, mine has gotten bigger and it's filling with fluid, so they call this a syrinx. It runs from the T3 to the T12, and of course I'm hoping that's the only place it is, but he seems to think that it may be on my brainstem. I had a cousin who had them on her brainstem, I don't know how that works, and my sister has them on her brainstem, and my sister can barely walk, and she can't drive anymore, and so I'm waiting on this phone call to tell me it's good or bad, or I guess the good news would be that there's none on my brainstem. So one can only hope. Okay, so there's a scarf. Another thing that could be done is you can round these edges off. It would be real easy to do. Just round them. I'm not caring too much for these right now, so let me put some buttons on. And like I said, I don't want them to be perfect. I want them to look like a homemade Christmas ornament. I'm guessing that I did that. The arms, I'm going to use some toothpicks. Oh, I shouldn't have started thinking about that. he looks like a gangster snowman. Look, like he's a member of the mafia or something with his nice felt hat here. Can you see his carrot nose? I don't know how to get the shadow on it. There we go. I put my hand in between the camera and that. Well, anyway, I tried, guys. I've got a lot on my mind, and I think that's affecting me. I mean, I redid one video 3 different times. I haven't posted it yet, but it's about recycling the paper. But anyways, these can be really cute. I mean, look at that. I'm not going to put a hat on him. And, you know, rounding his head might be a good thing. You know, you can do them however you want. I just have so much on my mind with that, about that MRI. My life is hanging in the balance. I don't know if any glue got on that or not. It did not. I'm scared of it because this doesn't have much material to protect me from the hot. There, I got it that time. I don't want to get burnt. My glue gun's acting up. It's not working properly. See that the glue is. I have a big one. I just gotta find it. I packed it away. When I moved down here, it dripped a lot. I think that's normal for glue guns to drip, but I mean it really dripped a lot. So it's not. We can move this too. I'll put it over to the side if you want. So anyways, they're cute, right? I mean, I'm not the best crafty in the world. I mean, here's my ones I made last year. I absolutely cannot figure out what I used for the head. It's wood. For the hat, not the head. So anyways, these guys need some arms on them. But I'm going to go do all other things until I get my news back, because I am not doing well right now. Thank you for watching me. I appreciate it.